Hey, this is Mark, and in this video I want to talk about why the autistic mask is actually a trauma response and 3 steps to unmask safely. So let me say something that might stop you in your tracks. If you're autistic and constantly exhausted, if you feel numb, shut down, and avoid people or look depressed, it may not be depression at all. It may be trauma from masking. And today, I want to explain why this autistic mask is often a trauma response and how to begin unmasking safely without blowing up your relationship or your life. Masking is the effort to hide autistic traits in order to survive socially, to appear normal, agreeable, competent, or emotionally regulated. But what most people don't realize is this: masking isn't just social effort. For many autistic people, masking is a long-term survival strategy, and survival strategies come at a cost. Let's talk about why masking is a trauma response. Here's the part that rarely gets talked about. Many autistic people didn't start masking because they wanted to fit in. They started masking because they were punished for being themselves. They were shamed for their needs. They were misunderstood, criticized, or rejected. They learned early, being me is unsafe. That's not social awkwardness, that's nervous system learning. Masking becomes hypervigilance, constant self-monitoring, emotional suppression, performing instead of existing. And over time, the body stays in low-grade fight or flight. Chronic low-grade anxiety, 24/7. So, when burnout hits, it looks like depression, withdrawal, avoidance, laziness, loss of motivation, and emotional shutdown. But what's really happening is this: the nervous system is exhausted from pretending it's safe when it never was. This is why autistic burnout often doesn't respond to positive thinking, motivation, pushing harder, just get back out there and tackle it. Because the problem isn't attitude. The problem is chronic nervous system overload. Now let's talk about why just be yourself is not safe advice. Here's where people mean well but get it wrong. They say just unmask, just be authentic, just stop caring what people think. That advice can actually re-traumatize autistic people. Why? Because the nervous system learned, when I show my true self, something bad happens. So masking isn't a personality decision, it's a trauma recovery process. And trauma recovery must be gradual, intentional, context-aware, and relationally safe. If you're autistic and you're listening to this video, you don't have to rip the mask off. You loosen it gradually and strategically. So now let's look at 3 steps to unmask safely. First of all, let's talk about reframe unmasking as recovery, not rebellion. Unmasking is not being difficult, making excuses, refusing to try, regressing. Unmasking is reducing nervous system strain, preventing long-term burnout, reclaiming energy for real life, and allowing regulation instead of collapse. Here's the sentence many autistic adults find helpful. Masking helped me survive, but it's costing me my health now. That one sentence reframes the entire conversation. So that was step 1 to unmasking safely. Here's step 2. Communicate needs in body-based language, not character language. So instead of saying, I can't handle people anymore, I'm just done trying, this is who I am, I'll just have to deal with it, try this. When I suppress my natural responses for too long, my body shuts down. Unmasking helps me stay emotionally present instead of burned out. And this does 3 things. It removes blame, it centers regulation, not preference, and it invites collaboration, not conflict. Now, for NT partners out there, this really matters because most NTs don't fear autism per se, they fear disconnection without explanation. Step 3, unmask in zones, not everywhere at once. Safe unmasking happens in layers, not globally. Think in terms of safe people, safe environments, safe behaviors. Examples could be letting yourself stim at home, even if not in public, reducing forced eye contact with your NT partner, saying, I need 30 minutes to reset, instead of just disappearing, and allowing silence without apologizing. Unmasking doesn't mean everyone gets full access to the real me. No, it means I stop abandoning myself where it's safest to stop. That's recovery. Now, if you're autistic and burned out, withdrawn, or numb, please hear this. You are not broken. You are tired from surviving too well. Unmasking isn't about changing who you are. It's about letting your nervous system finally believe, I don't have to disappear to be safe anymore. Now, if this resonated, like the video, share it with your NT partner who's trying to understand you, and subscribe for more trauma-informed autism and relationship guidance. And remember, healing doesn't start with trying harder. It starts with feeling safe to be real. In the comment section, I want to hear from you regarding how you have masked in the past and how it has negatively affected your health today. I read and respond to all comments. I'll see you in the next video. Would you like to schedule a paid private coaching session? This will be in the form of a face-to-face Zoom call. Underneath any of my videos, you'll see this Calendly link. If you click on that link, it'll open up my calendar. You can pick the available days and times that works for your schedule. You'll get a follow-up email immediately after purchasing a session that will have the Zoom link that coincides with the day and time that you picked. I will get an email too that you scheduled a session, and I will be available on that exact day and time, and we will talk. I look forward to working with you.